Hello, everyone, and this is Natal, one half of your podcast tag team champions of the world, the Men of 2000 Holds, bringing you a recap of the Great War that took place this past weekend at Bound for Glory. Now, what you see on the screen obviously isn't the match that happened. This is the Men of 2000 Holds handling their business against Kevin Nash and Scott Hall in WWE 2K16. I wanted to give you fans out there something to look at while I discuss all the events during the Great War. Now, I'm not the biggest TNA fan, as you all know if you listen to our podcast. We're mainly WWE guys. But Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, a.k.a. Brother Nero and Broken Matt Hardy, have definitely done something different in the wrestling world that merits all the attention that it's getting. And I have to say, I enjoy it. It's highly entertaining. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, go on YouTube, look up Brother Nero, look up Broken Matt Hardy, look up Final Deletion, and everything else that came from that. Right now they're on fire, and I had to watch this match. I had to see if they were going to become the new Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions against Decay, which consists of Crazy Steve and Abyss, who I know Abyss, but never heard of Crazy Steve before. The only cool thing about them is they remind me when I was 18 and goth and crazy, and they come out to a Marilyn Manson song. So I can't complain when it comes to that and their whole facade and appearance. But the main reason why I wanted to watch this tag match, not because I care about Decay, is because I had to see if Brother Nero and Broken Matt Hardy became the new Impact Wrestling Tag Champs. The whole gimmick they have right now is highly entertaining. It is by far the most interesting gimmick that's going on in professional wrestling right now. And I know it has my attention and everyone else's attention out there. And that's why I have to discuss the Great War. I have to say the match was all over the place. It was really good, actually. Very entertaining. Not much wrestling going on, more of a war, a battle. Matt Hardy spent most of his time beating up on Abyss. Jeff Hardy spent most of his time beating up on Crazy Steve. Jeff Hardy was able to go through 3 wardrobe changes in the middle of that fight to become Will-O-the-Wisp and some random like Candy Kid Raver. I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a gimmick before that he had between Jeff Hardy and Brother Nero and Will-O-the-Wisp, but he had some other weird outfit going on as well. So kudos to Brother Nero being able to come up with 3 different costumes in the middle of this fight. The fight started on the inside, like I said. It started, and then it branched out to the outside. Brother Nero was too busy in the back. Broken Matt Hardy was on the outside in the street of Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, just fighting Abyss. There was a part where Abyss was going to beat him with a 2x4 with some nails attached to it. And Matt Hardy has the power to conjure fire into his hands. Your guess is as good as mine, but he could conjure fire, and he was able to throw fireballs at the 2x4 and set it on fire so Abyss couldn't use it. This is what I mean by it's entertaining and ridiculous. And besides 2x4s with nails being set on fire, we also got pieces of wood with barbed wire attached to them, with thumbtacks thrown on it, and Matt Hardy dropping Abyss on that, and then putting another wood panel with barbed wire on top of Abyss and doing a diving elbow off the second rope. It was amazing. I haven't seen wrestling like that in quite some time. You know, WWE now is PG. There's a specific look, a specific persona that they have to portray in order, keep their investors happy and all the things that happen behind the scenes to keep a company afloat. But I miss the tables, ladders, and chairs. Not every match, but here and there it's good. And with this match, I got what I wanted. I got to see people get put through tables. I got to see Jeff Hardy do a giant swanton bomb off this huge ladder through 2 tables on top of Crazy Steve, which I thought was fantastic. And there you go. Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero are your new TNA Tag Team Champs. It was blatantly obvious they were going to win, and I'm glad I sat down and watched it because, like I said, it was entertaining. Gimmicks is something that I kind of miss in wrestling right now. Wrestling now, everyone has normal names. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, John Cena. There's no more weird names and odd things. I'm not asking for a Duke the Dumpster Drozy and whatnot. Maybe the closest thing we have right now is Goldust, but he's the Golden Truth with R-Truth. It's not like he's really playing the same persona he did as Goldust when he first appeared back in the WWE all those years ago. So having a match between 2 tag teams that have outlandish, outrageous gimmicks is a breath of fresh air. I'm not going to become a fan of Impact Wrestling. I'm not going to start watching all their stuff, but you better believe if it's Brother Nero or Broken Matt Hardy, I am going to watch that clip and try to get as much information as I can with them and their whole deletion and obsolete. Like, all of it's great, from Vanguard 1 to Senor Benjamin to Broken Matt Hardy's son to his wife. it's completely ridiculous and out there, and WWE knows it's good because they try to copy the final deletion by having the New Day show up on the Wyatt family's compound, and it was awful and drab and boring, and there were no fireworks or them fighting in the water or Skarsgård, the dilapidated boat didn't protect anybody, so it felt like a shell of something that was great. And if WWE wants to be smart about this, sign Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero. Granted, I know Jeff Hardy can't really tour outside of the United States, but still, if you have him right now in your tag team division, it would be incredible. If they put him in the tag team division as they are now, it would be amazing. I doubt that's going to happen. Probably the Brother Nero, Broken Matt Hardy thing is a bit too much, too weird for them to take care of. But all I have to say is super entertaining. I give a lot of props to the Hardy Boys, a.k.a. Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero, for reinventing themselves and doing something completely unorthodox and outside of the box currently in the state of wrestling. And I was there to witness it and enjoy. And I know I'm not the only one who enjoyed the Great War and this whole thing that's going on with the Hardy Boys. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Thank you guys so much for taking your time and watching this video. Don't forget, you could hear my voice and the other half of the Men of 2000 Hold, Steve, on our weekly wrestling podcast, Podcast Championship Wrestling. You can find that at soundcloud.com/Podcast Championship Wrestling. And you can contact us through any of the links that are on the screen right now while you hear my voice. Thanks again. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.